Furthens and Ives tonight. All the way for the Isle of Man. Jackie Morrey-Grace, swashbuckling trombonist, fast-paced theatrical storytelling poet, the Isle of Man's only triple poetry slam champ, aspiring novelist, disabled rights activist and charity leader, an author of 2 poetic epics, On Ravensdale Hill and A Sealer's Song. Both of which you can purchase this evening for £10 each. You can tell I've been checking with everybody how I pronounce it. Anyway, enough from me. Please welcome Jackie.
So I'm going to start off. So basically you have like a really, really messed up government. We have kind of quite a nice government. I like our government to some extent, but your government affects ours. So Brexit affected us, and we're really struggling with doctors and nurses on the Isle of Man. Okay, so what they're doing, excuse me, is they are, I don't know whether they're trying to deter, people from basically using the service, but they started to bring in like access charges. Well, they're not doing it now, but they kind of muted it. So for like GP appointments and A&E. But on top of that, I have like a form of rheumatoid arthritis, and I run a charity for people who have the same illness. And it's all about promoting kind of easier access to services. So I'm not happy about this. So this poem is about that. Okay. SOS. NHS. SOS or NHS. SOS or NHS. SOS. 1948, post-war time Britain. Sees the creation of an exceptionally bold and pioneering institution, SOS. An historical moment in time described by Health Minister Bevan as a great and novel undertaking, one in the wake of a war when so many lives were sacrificed for freedom. Here, a mark of national pride, the first example in the world ever of its kind. Equal health care for all. So when people are most vulnerable, they do not need to suffer more. Equity of access, SOS. Humanity and kindness are NHS. Improving lives, ensuring compassion, upholding everyone's right to be healthy and strong. Inclusivity for every single citizen. An achievement even more spectacular than when Britain ruled the waves with its dubious empire. Please don't devastate our NHS. And yet, here we are, 2022. And it seems we are resigned to being forgetful, or perhaps so keen to devalue this service have never known the brutal cost of poor health, or worse. They do not care that a hybrid system does not work. Exemplary healthcare for the rich, but only scraps for those less privileged. Which means that I, for one, am afraid. I'm not just an idealist. You see, I've known more than my fair share of illness. I've waited in line, I've watched my family suffer, I've known such depths of pain I've never wished to see inflicted on another. And what you see here now was never here before. My poetry is a direct result of medical access denial, and sickness-related undeniable trauma, because when you are sick, everything suffers, your mind-body-work relationships, and yes, of course, your finances. And I don't think I'm being naive. Truly, I have tried to understand the squeeze. An ever-aging population combined with the unprecedented cost of new era medication means saving lives is ambitious. Yet surely introducing access charges will only result in too late diagnosis and more psychological and societal damage. And in a way, it could kind of all be so easy if we could just override inefficiency and put prioritising the preventative and not just the reactive intervention up there. But the sick have always been a burden. So why not screw them, disregard them? Because we're no longer bold and pioneering, too short-sighted to uphold this great and novel undertaking. We're just too selfish, just too sick to protect this outstanding post-war legacy and ever dare to do what's right. And that's not extra taxes sick. Because please, why? When we live on an island full of the undertaxed rich. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to do this. I'm not sure how long I've got. This one's like, I've got like 3 prose poems that I've written. They're all very kind of elaborate language and they're all about a powerful woman. Okay, so this one's called Sea Thief, because mainly I started off as a storytelling poet, and then Recently my stuff's become a bit more political, but I want to get back to the storytelling, but this is a story, okay? I'm not alone. Death amputates my breath, but tied to a bone-white moon, the sea sips anaesthetically. A physician stroking my feet. Sea thief. She begs for more on salt-thirst knees. Sea thief, sea thief, sea thief. We're taught to fear the dark, the deep, the cold, not with words but whispered glances. They place the fears of all the ages inside our skin as prickles. But today I see things upside down, not right. My path a rippled moon against a sky so black it blinds. And all the while this sea is frozen to the core, a bloat with depth and darkness. I should be terrified, but teachers I have learned tell lies. Sea thief. We are to death as birds to song to spring, so here I stand, though not alone, for all of sea is at my side. Even the gulls are like to greet the fallen. Before me they strew, limbs cleave, burst broken, eyes wide as chasms. Death's imprint will ensure that neither heaven nor the fires of hell can soothe these so accursed, except perhaps for one. She does not speak. Her face is a moon, and if she were but 12 years old, I'd raise a brow. Her skirts are brine-wrecked, heavy things, they bear no comfort. Streaked with gore, her hair is clumped, yet still she clenches Dolly in hands so white it aches. And now you walk the sea, I pledge, and I throw my cutlass to the deck, for neither junk nor waters may calm the hands of such fair prisoners, so neither will I slit her neck. I'll not, she stays, and the long I held bentwood leather to purge my soul of care. Her voice is sweeter than a blood-raped air. You see, she moans, in pristine plumes of bluebird tones. Before me lies my world, resculptured by your careful hands, and kindly souls who knew my heart and loved my bones to meet. She spits a final word to punch my gut to blows, so colours cold and cutting. The nearer I come to strike at the same with fists of iron. But child, I jeer, this junk can no longer be a home for flexion in birds like you to freely roam. With force I seize her hair, and I took her tongue so hard towards the viscid depth she cried. And death is but a mouth to feed, I swear, life but fuel for morbid famished. No, she comes alive behind my eye, an enchantress, a dredge of the long-forgotten that till now obscured the shrivelled morsels of my better nature. I will pledge you one more night, she whispers feathers, and if your bones still dodge to drip its mythic sway by morning break, I'll do more than let you take my life. I will tie my soul to drudge in skivvy thrall to see lapse at last of sun's death toll, and just like that, I am beguiled, and I find her words intrigue. But I lash her neck in rope of noose not bow, and I chuck Dolly to the sea for measure. For child who bargains with the devil must know she is a child no longer. By sunrise then I wage, no skin off my nose to make such a pact as this. For slaughter is a thirsty job, and even wicked bones must know their rest. But though her lips are turned fair blue from cold, and though her hands they leaf-like tremble, her eyes drink me till my soul feels the weight of growing old, and sleep, when it comes, is troubled. Awake, at dawn she breathes in dream, her voice wind-born and ebb and flow, but as I raise my eyes to now that's plagued with thunder, my mind is grog, black, rot. Ah, I cry, a witch is catching surely off. When last I saw this life it was laid flat as ink, but class clouds crack to throw morn break upon her form. My gasp I find is filched to sea. My stripling is maiden no more. Her breasts are bloomed as quilted down. Her mouth is scorched to sunset red. Between her thighs a river flows at her bequest. On pleading knees I gorge and I gorge and I gorge myself. My love, my word disposed as ocean tilts my drunken vicious will and battle squall, and monsoon waters fall in sheets to wash my deck of blood and severed gobs of mortal meat. But as I raise my head for eyes at once I sought to drown, but now I glut anew. I see her hands, as pale as shapesake of her face, and for a tick I am once more bewitched, till sudden swallow skin they skate to fix my neck. In noose she'd loosened from under estimate, restrained of her own nape. A split second, man, she cries, that's all it takes. And now to spill the spoils for she who's won. Then yank I feel a rope she tugs on baton swung to crush my helpless scruff. No cutlass here, no hat she laughs. A sea rain swat my deck to dine upon a better glimpse, and sea she scorns, as hands once milk with fear, and now wash with blood she gathers from women's river. In gibbet I will see you hang, my hands tattooed in blood upon your chest. And then in hell you'll be the laughing stock for all to mock, and as she speaks with choke I feel her palms upon me press, immortal wounds like tar and feathers, till not one scrap of skin does lie uncovered. You cannot sail alone with drink as this, I heavy play his hand, she now pounds cruel nails to beam in crucifix. Oh, I am not alone, says she, her shingled undertow, eye sunken black and cold, familiar. Death amputates my breath, but tied to a bone-white moon that is the better nature of my face. This sea will nudge me fair to shore where gibbet lulls anticipate. A sea thief! I spit my gripe on thirsty lips against the crush of noose. Sea thief, she nods, and in that biting beat I see her ruin has come to know as I the intemperance of his heartless ocean. Sea thief! Waves cold gainst drift of sea shan't mutter deathly like in deathly anguish as I beseech my bluebird air good tidings. For sea hold will not loosen now, new anchor found for rough worn lash, and as I pass, I see sips and tickles devil's jig. Tell us a story, I hear sea lamp, sea thief, sea thief, sea thief. Ooh.
Just one.
Do I? Okay, right. Blackbird, it's for you. Yeah, because Gary, this is why Gary likes my shit, so there you go. I turn it into a song. There's a blackbird in my bathroom. There's a blackbird in my sink. He's a silver tongue that's wagging through an orange blackbird beak. His legs are all akimbo. His breasts a bulge of plume. His rattle is a cross between a blackbird and an MG42. He's got no rhythm and no reason, and wild addition to my bathroom. He's erratic and he's frantic with his flamboyant antics. Cocksure, cock-eyed, cocktailed, cock-fighting with his double. A musketeer, a buccaneer, a murmurating menace of a filibuster in my mirror. Oh, I'd like to catch that blackbird, but his wings are all a scuff. He's vociferous in his madness, a hell of a hullabaloo of a fuss. He's a wayward rogue, a pirate, with sails all black to roam the sea. Thinks he's some shipmate's parrot, but he's still a blackbird to me. And so I'll bid him well as he veers towards the tide. Release the latch, let go, man, the blackbird's on the fly. Release the latch, let go, the blackbird's on the fly. Release the latch, let go, the black